Hello, everybody. I'm Andrew, and this is the podcast that I do with people that I like. So today I have Luke Feece, who's been one of my really good friends for a long time. So, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm doing pretty I'm doing pretty well today. I've been to a couple schools, like Magnolia, Cottage Hill, which was just an elementary school, Delaware, which was like a huge high school, and Sale, which is just a charter school. It's 80 kids or less.
Around 80. I would say around 80. Nice. So, who are you?
I'm Luke. I don't know. Any specific questions?
What do you like to do?
I'm a huge fan of punk rock and music. I like expressing myself and just like.
Okay. Read your shirt. What is it? What is your shirt?
It says enjoy deathcore, but I know some deathcore bands.
It's like the total style of the Coke cans though.
Oh yeah, it's like enjoy deathcore.
Yeah.
It's like. Yeah, I got this at Aftershock. I've been doing a lot of punk shows. Like Aftershock was pretty dope. What else? I'm in a band, and it's called Nostalgic, and it's pretty awesome. I've been in a lot of bands in my life. When I say a lot, I only mean like 3 or 4. But yeah, it's pretty. And we are playing at the Boardwalk soon. It's pretty awesome. $12.
For anybody who wants it.
Yeah.
So you're in a band. So I don't know. Tell us a little bit about like the band, that sort of stuff.
Okay, so Liam and Dashel, the drummer and bassist, they really they're more on the metal side. Let's say We Came as Romans, Chelsea Grin. No, that newer metal stuff that people like. I'm really into punk rock, like the Bad Brains to No Effects to all that stuff. Bad Religion. And I write music that kind of has punk rock influences. And then when I bring it to band practice and they share their ideas and we turn it into a punkish metal song. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. What group do you think you belong in? Like if
stereotypical?
Yeah, so the nerds, the geeks, the jocks, whatever.
Personally, I when I went to Delaware, which was a huge high school, there were the hicks, the nerds. I didn't see much nerds, but there were sportsy jocks. I got along with a lot of people. I had a lot of jock friends. I had a lot of creative I would say maybe punk rock metalhead friends. I had what else? I had I knew some nerds. I knew this kid named Noah, Chris Narchi. He always got good grades, and I guess I'd consider him a nerd, but he was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I don't go there anymore, which I kind of miss, but it's still cool.
Yeah. All right. So, what was your first school, and what was your experience there?
Let's see. Cottage Hill, and as you would imagine, most elementary schools, it's kind of, I wouldn't say juvenile, but they everything's certain, especially you remember our principal, Mrs. Sanchez. She was I would go up to her and say, "What's up, dude?" And she would be like, "That's disrespectful." But no, I all kidding to Mrs. Sanchez. She was a great principal.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just very, I guess, conservative.
How long was that? Was that kindergarten to?
Oh no, I was when I was in kindergarten. I was in San Jose, and then when I was in first grade, it was my first year here in Auburn, California, and it was I didn't have any friends, but I didn't really care because I was too young to miss people, I guess. Because now as a teenager, if a teenager were to move schools, he would miss his friends and all that. But now that I moved, and if I was younger, I didn't understand. I don't know. I don't remember missing people. But I didn't have any friends. And am I going to get onto my life story from here?
We're already on your life story.
Oh, okay.
We've already started.
Okay, so Let's see. I met a kid named Court Bickmore and Andrew. No, that was
what? Okay, so
I came at Court Bickmore and Liam.
Wait, hold on. Okay,
Webb.
so kindergarten, you were in San Jose.
Yeah.
What school was that?
I actually don't remember. It was like way back in my history.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember I had a teacher named Mrs. Telly, but that's about it. It's like a blur in my mind now. But
okay, so you went there, then you're here now, and that was first grade, right?
First grade, currently in the story.
Right, no, but you came from kindergarten to first grade, and first grade you came to
Cottage Hill. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I had like these two friends, and Court and Liam. Me and Court didn't get along at first, I remember, but then Liam kind of brought us together, and we just they were my only friends as I can remember. I mean, I don't know, I can't remember too much, but then, do you want me to get on to second grade?
Yeah.
Okay, so second grade.
First grade, you met Bickmore and Webb.
Yeah.
So that was Court and Liam.
Yeah. So then, let's see, second grade. I meet this kid named Brandon Vigil. I remember a long time ago, they would used to chase me or something, some second grade stuff, and then that's kind of how it was, like this like shooting gun, like like how little kids take their hands and like shoot each other with handguns. It's just like little kid stuff. We would have that. We would do that all the time, and that's kind of how I met Brandon. And then I met you, Andrew.
Me.
Yeah. We were like, he was also in the gun thing, but then
This is the Trace Squad.
It was called the Trace Squad. It was.
So we had a friend named Trace, and he was like big general or whatever.
I think so.
And then we'd
yeah.
like fight for him. It was
memories.
super weird.
It was
fun though.
Yeah, and then let's see. I think it was third grade. I started to like really like. Well, in second grade, I remember walking into this place called Gritstone Rock Climbing Club. He remembers. Went there a couple times.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was like, little did I know it would be like a big part of my life until like for a really long time, until like 7th grade. But anyways, during second grade, I got into Gritstone Rock Climbing Club, took some classes, and third grade I just keep getting better during third grade.
What could you describe like Bridgestone?
It was
Gritstone?
okay. So
Bridgestone. Not Bridgestone. That's a tire company. No, Gritstone.
Gritstone, G. Starts with the G. It's ran out of business now, but anyways, Gritstone. It's like rock climbing. There's like these artificial rocks against the walls, and there's this boulder in the middle of the room. And the guy Mike, I don't know his last name. He would teach me in like classes how to rock climb, like boulder. It was pretty sick. But let's see. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for second grade.
Wow. Okay. And then third grade.
Let's see. Third grade. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think this is around the time where like. Actually, no, I already talked about meeting Andrew. But me and Andrew started becoming closer in third grade, I think. Is my voice loud enough?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So in third grade, I don't know much. I remember I started struggling in school because school doesn't come too good for me. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard. I work really hard to get good grades, but I mean, like, I think this is the year around this time I was diagnosed with like ADHD and like some other stuff. I don't know. But I didn't have too much ADHD, but I think other stuff I'm not know much about it. I don't know whatnot. But I don't really have much to say besides me and Andrew getting closer in third grade and me struggling in school, finding out that school wasn't my easiest subject, or academics were kind of hard. But let's say fourth grade.
Yeah, fourth grade.
So let's see, fourth grade. I had a teacher named Mrs. Kennedy, and I don't know. Me and Andrew get closer every year, I guess. I remember I accidentally started. Yeah, can I say the rumor thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I started a rumor about him on accident. Well, I wasn't really on accident. I just was too young to understand like how rumors spread.
I remember that.
And then like I told him, do you mind if I say it?
No, go ahead.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I told some kids like this girl and Andrew were like going out or something, and I had no evidence of it. I guess being immature.
I think the word was actually making out.
Making out, really?
Yeah, and at this time I thought making out was an entirely different thing.
Oh God.
So I got like way mad at him, like more than I would if I actually knew what making out meant.
Oh. Yeah, it's all good though. No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's say. So yeah, having fourth grade, and for some reason, I guess that drew us closer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It just in middle school or high school, when kids fight and somehow when they apologize and make up, it draws them closer. Kind of the same thing here.
Mm-hmm. Hello. Root beer.
Thank you.
So my dad just walked in and gave us some root beer.
Thank you. Do you prefer Mr. Roland or Bill?
My liege.
Okay. I don't know how to... It's all good.
Alright, so that was fourth grade.
Fourth grade. Fifth grade.
Remember that?
Fifth grade. I think this is where Robbie comes in. I can talk about Robbie, right?
You're friends with him now. So.
Yeah, I'm friends with him now.
He goes to sale.
He goes to our current school. Our current school sale.
All right, listen to this.
It's soda.
Suckers! You don't get any of this. I'm kidding. It just sounds like white noise now. Okay, yeah. So this is fourth grade.
We just finished.
Grade. Okay,
we just
grade.
finished.
Yeah.
Fifth grade. Let's see. I meet Robbie. Well, I knew Robbie from other grades, but Robbie starts. This is the year where I start to find out what bullying is, and I get bullied a lot. Not as much now, but I mean, like in like for a long time after this. I remember I went to a therapist, and I asked like, how long do you think this bullying will continue? And he said probably until high school's over. Mm-hmm. And then I was shocked because like, I don't know, I was like, what? Because like, I didn't understand that it lasts and they just live through a whole lifetime. It's, I guess, 10 times harder when you're a kid because,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. But, yeah, fifth grade, I started getting bullied and, thank you.
Wow, so much love going on right here. We got root beer, we got chips. What just happened? Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, fifth grade. I think that's the year I started Boy Scouts because I was in Cub Scouts before, but I started Boy Scouts.
Whose class were you in?
Okay, so that's a good story. I remember I was I started off in Mrs. Boland's class, but she like screamed at me all the time. So my mom didn't like that, so we switched to Mrs. Kiefer.
Yeah, didn't she put like ranch dressing all over your lunch at like one point, or she like threw it away or something?
I don't remember that. That might be true. But she slammed a book on my desk after not reading for one night and like screamed at me in front of the whole class, and I cried. Mm. It was pretty intense, but yeah. Let's see what. So fifth grade. More stuff happens in fifth grade. Like, as it's my first year of Boy Scouts, and I joined a troop. That's what they had to say it because I don't do it anymore, so I wouldn't know. Mm. But anyways, I'm in a troop, and I switched the troop. Actually, no, I quit because I quit that troop because Robbie was mean to me. But we're cool now. Robbie, I love you if you're listening. But yeah, and I kind of quit, and I don't know. I just didn't. I guess I didn't find it like what my thing was, and I was still finding out who I was. at this time I really liked AC/DC. Like I was getting into like music, I guess, and then that's all my elementary school.
And you were still going to Gritstone.
Yeah, I'm still. Oh yeah, Gritstone. Yeah.
Oh, and then I think it was like 5th grade when we were driving. Your dad was taking us, and then we were playing. We were like blasting AC/DC down the road, like on the highway going there. That was pretty awesome. Actually.
Yeah, with the windows rolled down, right?
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was amazing.
And then 6th grade, and this is at Magnolia.
Yeah, and I think this is where I completely lost like. When I say lost my innocence, I mean like find out this world isn't butterflies, rainbows, and there are a lot of like, and I find out like there are some flaws, a lot of flaws in like the world, I guess, because this is where I get bullied a lot. When Robbie, like, he was mean, but I mean, he's cool now. Every time I'm gonna say that every time because I just want to make sure Robbie doesn't get offended or anything, I guess.
Right.
But he like let's see, yeah, I get made fun of by like a lot of kids. I remember let's see, what's up? I don't know. I was gonna. I mean, it's okay if I talk about. Remember Spencer?
Yeah, Spencer.
Spencer, yeah. He
had a face. That guy.
Yeah. He was kind of weird. I don't know how to like explain it. Like he was just like, I guess I felt like he was just like, I remember we were doing like this thing. You know when the elementary schools like makes stuff like and they sell it with fake money around like other classes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was like getting mad at me because I think he said I was spending too much. He started getting all mad, but anyways,
that was the what was it called?
Yeah, I was pretty angry in 6th grade. Wait, what? That was the Rome.
It was like we used like durals or whatever, like this ancient
money
coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Spencer was your partner in that?
Yeah. And he was like a
What would you guys you were like selling drums. I remember.
Yeah, and then he wasn't doing anything, but he got mad at me for spending too much. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what happened to him after 6th grade. But anyways,
7th grade.
No, I'm still on 6th grade. I remember
okay.
Sorry,
no.
Where was I? I think let's say I remember 6th grade science camp. Me and Andrew are really like pretty good friends at this age. Like we're pretty close.
Yep.
And like let's say we were separated, and at the time he was one of my only friends. And like, cause like in 5th grade I forgot this out of 5th grade. Can I go back to?
Yeah, go back to 5th grade.
Brandon actually from a really close friend from
Brandon Vigil.
Because like at the time I had like 2 to 3 friends. And Nicholas Gassar. Dude, we totally forgot about Nicholas Gassar.
Oh my God, Nick.
Yeah, but Nicholas Gassar, he had disabilities, and so he was a really cool guy though. And he kind of fades out of the story because like I don't know. I don't know why we stopped talking to him. He was a cool guy.
He just kind of disappeared. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, I think he moved schools.
Yeah.
But he was a cool guy. Shout out to Nick. He's an awesome. Dream on, Nick. Brandon moved to Colorado when I was in 5th grade, and he actually currently lives in, I can't remember. I think it's like, somewhere near here. I can't remember though. But anyways, 6th grade, science camp. Me and Andrew were separated because the classes they were separate. So I was like, I kind of hated the 6th grade science camp because everyone was mean. Like I remember someone pushed me into like the pool when I didn't want to get wet. I was like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. But I didn't, and then I was so happy to be home. Yeah, and then 7th grade. Let's see, 7th grade. Well, I can't remember. I'm trying to think if I'm missing out on anything from 6th grade.
Okay. What about Black Arrow?
Oh yes, I totally. Dude, if I would have forgot that, I would have been like, I found out about Green Day, in 6th grade, and I know they're not like considered like punk rock, but like if to those punk rockers out there, they might think they're sellouts now. But they're like
pop punk.
Yeah, they're pop punk, and a lot of punk rockers don't. I mean, I still listen to their old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to 21st Century Breakdown, but anyways, I mean, what are you gonna hear first? A band that never signed to a major label and wants to stay underground, or a band that's really publicized? I guess is
the thing is, it's like if you want, you know, really hardcore fans, or if you want a lot of fans.
Yeah,
you know, quantity over quality.
Who's gonna find out about it? So, but the Green Day got me into more underground punk, but I found out about Green Day, and I was really angry at the time, so I think it's the music that, like, is so angry that, like, got me energetic, and, like, I don't care what anyone thinks when I listen to this, I'm gonna, like, do what I want, because, like, I mean, not out of authority, I mean, like, I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, it was a...
Fight the power.
Stand up, I guess, because, like, I remember, like... Mm-hmm. In 6th grade, this is like a flashback I can remember almost clearly. We had a substitute teacher. He was like really stern. Like he was like military, I think.
Is that Mr. Kane? Was that?
Oh no, I think it was a different one. He got like he was only I think it was like a. Anyways, Jessica Herbert was calling me names in 6th grade, and I think Robbie was. I love you, Robbie. But then like I stood up in the middle of the class and said, I don't like the way she's treating me because I remember my therapist said to do that. And I got in lots of trouble, but my therapist said to do it, so I just did it. And then I got in trouble. I remember I listened to Green Day, and they were inspiring. When I got into 7th grade,